Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from. The county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to play for you guys this clip here. And I want you to pay very close attention to what Edwin Sifuna is saying in that clip.
Throughout this period, to have the strength to also consider what other things are happening in the country and in the party. I have listened to every word that you have said. And as I said at Mzee's burial, it will not be me to wreck Mzee's party. It will not be Sifuna. I made that promise to Mzee, and I want to repeat it here. The advice that you've given, Mama, I want to tell you, there is no one in ODM. It doesn't matter how many times, how badly you've insulted me. There is no one in ODM I will not sit down with. I want to give you that assurance. You have asked us to sit and talk. I am very prepared. It doesn't matter what has happened between us. As Mama has said, Mimi, I'm going to extend that olive branch because Mama now, wewe ndio uko. Umetuambia. Water under the bridge. It doesn't matter what you have said to Sifuna or how badly you feel about me. I am prepared to sit down and iron out our issues. The only reason sometimes it spills out, Mom, because we are also human beings, you know. Sometimes mambo inachemkanga.
That clip was recorded in January, and Edwin Sifuna was making a commitment to Mama Ida Odinga over the future of ODM party, that he was not going to be party to any attempt to destroy ODM party. That was in January. In fact, he made it very clear that he was going to reach out to anybody to try and resolve the issues around ODM party.
Sifuna atolewe mbio. Hiyo ujinga tutakubali Nairobi.
Hizo makene ndogo ndogo peleka pali pengine bana.
Kuna mtu ambaye ana uwezo ya kunifukuza ndani ya chama cha ODM. Wewe tulia tu. Sisi Waluya tunasema
Sifuna, tunakuunga mkono. Najua kuna vita mingi sana hapa mbele and we are ready.
They had gone to celebrate the birthday of Raila Odinga. And he was accompanied by senators from all sides of the house, mostly from Nairobi. The reason I'm playing that clip is because between January up to now, a lot of things have changed in ODM party. And Edwin Sifuna is planning, together with his team, to lead mass exodus from ODM party. The truth of the matter is that as we speak today, Edwin Sifuna has emerged as a very strong presidential candidate in the Republic of Kenya. And Edwin Sifuna, if there's one thing I really love Edwin Sifuna for or with, is the fact that he's one of the few leaders we have in the country who make a decision and they stick by it. Edwin Sifuna made it very clear, even when Raila Odinga was still alive, that he was not going to be part and parcel of the broad-based government. Even when Raila Odinga was there. When Raila Odinga passed on, he was never swayed. He remained there. That for me, broad-based government is not going to work for me. So as things stand today, Edwin Sifuna has established himself. And because of that, he's going to run for the presidency. But ODM party is in the hands of the other camp, Oburu Odinga's camp. And because of that, Edwin Sifuna has no option other than to leave ODM party. Why do you think he is planning to engineer mass exodus from Raila Odinga's own political party? Number one, Edwin Sifuna and the team are looking for a momentum for their new political party. Yesterday I did a video which, from the comments, most people agreed with me. In that video, I opined that Edwin Sifuna is actually a very smart politician, and that so far he has managed to play local politics by appealing to the lawyers. And of course, apart from that, Edwin Sifuna has been able to sustain his brand. But we're not talking of a party. He's yet to announce his party, which of course, even yesterday, I explained why they are going to form that political party. So he needs that momentum. So for example, if they're planning to defect in a week's time, then they'll start engineering those defections early. So that's exactly what he wants to do. So far, I'm studying him, and I'm also studying James Orengo. And I'm yet to understand what Orengo is looking for. Because Orengo, for example, today alone was in Mombasa. He was also in Kwale. But these guys are forming their own political party. Orengo is not. So in my view, I think momentum for 2027. They want the momentum for their new political party. Number two, there's this narrative that ODM died and that the remaining ODM party, where Raila Odinga's spirit is with Edwin Sifuna and the group. So how do you sustain that narrative that ODM is dead? We all know that ODM of Oburu's camp, currently, the only place they enjoy support, if I'm not wrong, could only be Lugu Nyanza. That's where you can say they still have serious support. Apart from that, zero. So if you form a new party and you engineer mass exodus, people are leaving ODM to your party, leaving ODM to your party, leaving ODM to your party, what does that tell you? It tells you that ODM is no longer attractive, that ODM is dead. And that's exactly why they are doing that. So for me, they want mass exodus to drive the narrative that ODM is dead. And importantly, which is my third point, I think the main intention of this mass exodus is to attract more people to Edwin Sifuna's camp. You see, we have ODM and their supporters currently, have been subdued. They can't talk much because if you try talking ODM, unakutana na mawe. But ODM is still there, very strong. So if they form their party and then they ask people to leave, what will be the message outside there? The message is they're attractive and therefore they want more people to join their side. Because, there's always what is called Papa Tiger, where people can assume you are strong, yet you don't. You are not. So in my view, they want to use this as a strategy to attract more people, because that way, if people start joining, more people will join and leave them. And importantly, I'm looking at this as part of Sifuna's 2027 presidential bid. He wants to engineer the mass exodus. Then at the right time, they'll be persuaded and they'll organize a very big event where Edwin Sifuna is going to be declared the presidential candidate. In fact, he's going to be stamped as the party leader and the automatic presidential candidate. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.